My name is Reece and I have been creating video games for the past 4 years of my life. Now, let me just start off by saying that this is not my story to fame or how I spent the last 3 years of my life working away in a basement apartment, living paycheck to paycheck until I launched my first game and made millions of dollars. If that is what you're looking for, well, sorry, but this is a real life journey. It is my story on how I got into game development and how it shaped who I am today. In the year 2016, I was just a high school kid who had pretty good grades but hated classes. I had always loved playing video games and I dabbled in drawing from time to time, but I had no idea what I wanted to do for a career. It wasn't until March 1st, 2016 that I saw a video from a guy called Heartbeast that welcomed me into the world of game development. The video wasn't anything special in particular, no offense Ben. It was just a random Let's Play video he put together on him playing a game he made for a game jam. For some reason though, I was completely drawn to this game, and the fact that it was made by just one person completely blew my mind. That day, I went to work searching the internet for tutorials and trying to create something of my own. I gave myself 1 month to make a game from start to finish that I could show my friends and say that I made something. 1 month of long hours after school and a minor addiction to Game Maker later, I had a finished project. My first game, finished and ready to show off to the world. Yeah, it was pretty bad, but it was my bad game, and that was a surreal feeling. I then spent the next year developing my skills, which I ended up dedicating most of my time to working on different game concepts, improving my pixel art skills, and becoming slightly addicted to indie games like Nuclear Throne and Risk of Rain. After a year of occasional game making though, I was ready to take things a little bit more seriously. I was a 16-year-old kid looking to make some online money after hating my life prepping salads and making pizzas. I found this amazing website called Kickstarter where you could try to get people to fund your ideas and bring them to life. I tweaked my game Invasion story slightly, created a cover photo for the game, and attempted my first ever online paycheck. Again, it kind of flopped, but hey, I tried, so good job, younger me. August 12th, 2017, the start of my first game development YouTube channel. I started a game development company under Boundless Studios and created content to help other people learn what I had taught myself over the past year.
How's it going, everybody? So this is my first ever video on the channel, and I'm going to be starting it off with a pixel art sprite, and that sprite is going to be a slime. So this is going to...
Let's fast forward in time to a year later, March 24th, 2018, I started up my first real commercial game I would develop and hopefully actually release on a gaming website. Indiedev was a small game I would create where you fly around, kill onslaughts of enemy ships, level up, and fight with or against friends. I ended up trying my hand at another Kickstarter, and this time it actually raised some money. I got to publish the game on Steam and allowed me to be ambitious enough to quit my second job in making pizzas and take things a little bit more seriously. Yes, I realize that $1,000 isn't going to be able to sustain anybody to do anything for a long period of time, but it was the idea that my hobbies could somehow transfer into real life cash that got me extremely motivated. I graduated from high school, took the year off to start this whole game dev thing for real, and started creating my second commercial project, Shield Shock. Shield Shock was when I moved my channel over to the current channel I am under now, and was the first time I could get actual feedback from real people worldwide. My last channel only got about 50 subscribers in 2 years of making content off and on, but I was determined to grow a successful online community over the next few years. I told myself that in 1 year, I would try to get at least 200 subscribers, which was much more than what I got in the previous channel. And I started a pact with myself that I had to commit to 5 years of doing this whole game development thing full time. Unfortunately, halfway through 2019, I was at the lowest point I have ever been in my life. I had an existential crisis at 18 years old, quit my part-time job, broke up with the girl of my dreams, and shortly after dropped out of college. What I thought was going to be an inspiring year filled with hope became my hell on earth. Now, I just want to say that these events did not just happen because I picked up video game development. It was completely unrelated, but it was just a really shitty time in my life, and things tend to spiral out of control when you're not in a proper mental state. I felt like a complete failure. I lost everything and had no real destination in mind. The more people worried about what I was doing with my life, the less secure I felt in what I was trying to create. I stuck with the pact I made to myself though, and with 2019 coming to a close, I had to make a change. I decided that instead of finding a new job to make me feel a little bit better about myself, I would devote the majority of my days to getting better and curing my depression. 2020 came around and I decided that nothing would stand in the way of me living a happy life. Despite all the terrible shit going on in the world this year, I managed to stick to what I believe in, grow my online audience to more than 10 times in 8 months from what I could accomplish in 3 years, and have successfully been able to work on game development related tasks full time. The pay isn't completely up to what I need it to be to raise a family in the future, but I am doing well enough to live my life comfortably while not needing to work for anybody and being my own boss. Making games has changed my life by showing me the power of what people are capable of and allowing me to express myself through something I love while helping people along the way. I have been able to work with and create friendships with the people I used to idolize only a few years ago and have grown my business enough to keep me growing sustainably. If I'm being real with you guys, doing what you love for a living is an extremely hard thing to achieve. It takes a lot of hard work, time, and dedication, but here's the thing. Not many amazing things in life come from comfort and ease. Unfortunately, we have to work for the things that we want, but that's what makes success so rare. So many people are just looking for the quick tips to fame and the key to happiness. But in reality, if you just start walking the path you pave, one day you will flourish in the fields that you will inevitably find. I am still very far off of where I want to be, but I have a vision in mind and am working towards it with my full attention focused on a better future. Thank you so much for listening to my story. Now it's time to hear yours.